What's going on, guys? I'm Kevin from Uncanny Concurrence, and welcome to the very first episode of Dark Web Browsing. Dank Web Browsing, or however you want to call it. This is the first episode of said project, and we are about to check out the very basics of the deep web. Because I thought for the very first episode we don't go off exploring that much. Just wanted to show a few sites that are the bare basics of what the deep web has to offer and how you can get around and stuff, so you can try and follow along. And I have something that we could do for future episodes if you guys were interested. So I would probably do this in a very distinct manner, and if there are enough people that want to do it or that fulfill the stuff that I need for it, then we can start with this starting in episode number 2 pretty much. So yeah, let's go to the first site after this very first cut. So here we are at the landing page of the deep web itself. It's no surprise. I think everybody that is starting out on the deep web should visit this site at least once to get the basic sites in itself, and that is the Hidden Wiki. The Hidden Wiki is a site where you can start out your adventure into the rabbit hole, which gives you a few sites for a few different topics, like volunteer for the Hidden Wiki itself, editors picks. So the editors of the Hidden Wiki have picked out these as something that is worth reading. Then we have introduction points. I will get to the sites you should visit later on. But we have introduction points which are like search engines and stuff. Then financial services, which is faked PayPal accounts, faked credit cards, and all that stuff. Of course, everything is to be taken with a grain of salt. Just because it is on the Hidden Wiki does not mean that it is not a scam. So I will show that later on too, because not many services here are real. Let's talk real for a second here. Not every service is real. All right. So then we have commercial services, which is not to like buy more money, but to buy stuff like Apple products and stuff, genuine gold, diamonds, and rhino horn. Of course. USA citizenship I see here. Apples for Bitcoin. Start a new life, high quality identification documents, fast delivery and escrow. Then we have domain services, anonymity and security, which is I think tips and stuff. Yeah, it's the Hidden Wiki for these are tips for anonymity, security, privacy, and mixing services. Then we get some hosting stuff, blogs, emails, messaging. That is something I want to get to right after the Hidden Wiki. Social networks, use them with a grain of salt. This is the deep web. Don't give too much information. You can look around there, but I would not suggest going there, making an account and stuff like on the real Facebook. Forums, boards, and chants. Be wary of those because there is a chance that you get linked to some chan sites that are illegal, as in child pornography and stuff. Then political advocacy is ethical hacktivism, illicit activities, advocacy, and censored information archive is like how do I describe this? It's basically leaked documents and stuff. Then we have whistleblowing, like WikiLeaks and Tor Against CP, which is a very cool site. You can go check that out if you want. We will not check this out in this episode, but it's basically a page, or rather a group of people that try and clean Tor of child pornography, like taking those sites down, reporting that to the police and stuff. And this is a very cool site, so I highly support that. So then we have hacking forums. We will look into this on a later note, because I mean I can code a little, but hacking is above my head and I don't want to get lost in that. Then audio music streams, do not use them. Because why? Because they all suck. The deep web, or rather Tor or even I2P, streaming something either has potato quality, or it doesn't work, or it takes ages to load. So if you just want to listen to something, use the clear web and use YouTube or something. Just not worth it. Then we have a whole thing on books, which is pretty cool. You can get a lot of books. Basically any book you want, but as I said in the video before this one, do not download those files directly to your PC, but open them in the Tor browser to read through them. Because even though this might seem harmless or it's just normal books, they could be full of viruses you weren't even aware of. So be cautious about that. We have a lot of drug sites, and there goes the monetization. Yeah, we have a lot of drug sites. We can look at something. I will open that up and show you guys later. What do we want to... Weed and Co. Weed, cigarettes, pricks, baz, low price. Seems good. We will be using that. But yeah, then we have adult stuff, erotica. The thing is, on the normal internet, you can watch porn all day. You get porn for free in like every corner. Every kind of porn other than like animal porn, and even this you can find on the clear web. Trust me. That sounds like I know, but it's there. I think it is, but not child porn, of course, because that would get you in trouble. But yeah, this is basically a whole list of stuff on the deep web where you can find porn. And to be perfectly honest, why on the deep web? Some NSA dude in America might know that you watch porn on the internet, on the normal internet, but nobody cares about that. So please, for the love of God, watch porn on the clear web. Please. Not the deep web. Because it can go from, I imagine, it can go from normal to fucked up really fucking fast. So why would you? If you have any reason to watch porn on the deep web, comment down in the comment section below. I really want to know why someone would go through the effort of getting Tor, getting a new system up and running, installing Linux, just to watch porn on the deep web. I want to know. If you have any kind of suggestion why somebody would do that, leave it down in the comment section below. So yeah, and then we have uncategorized stuff. Haven't even looked at that. And non-English stuff like French, German, Greek, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Polish, Russian, Spanish, Swedish, and Portuguese stuff. Of course, for everyone their own. But yeah, this is the deep web hidden wiki where you can look around and find stuff. So yeah, have fun with that. Let's go to the next site and this little thing I was about to say, where you can help me for the second and all subsequent episodes. So see you in a second. So here we are, Sigained. Sigained is an anonymous email service on the deep web, which allows you to stay off the radar when sending and receiving emails. So it does not reveal your identity or your location. It encrypts, or you can encrypt your messages using PGP if you have really sensitive stuff like whistleblowing stuff and all that and whatnot. Yeah, that's basically it. You can send emails via the deep web. in a secure manner. We will be looking at the FAQ. If it loads, takes a while. So there it is. How much storage space does an account receive? Free accounts receive 50 megabytes. SIG Pro accounts receive 1024 megabytes. So yeah, you can pay a few bucks to upgrade to a Pro account, which in return grants you a higher web space. Do you support POP3? Only SIG Pro accounts support file attachments. You can attach files as large as 2 megabytes to a maximum total message size of 10 megabytes. What is my email address? Technically speaking, you get 2 email addresses, your username at sigain.org and your username at the Onion link. The one ending in Onion only works within Tor with other Tor-enabled mail services, so if you want to keep it inside the Tor network, just use the Onion link, and if you want to receive and send to something outside of the deep web, then you can just use the normal one. Do I need cookies enabled to use the webmail service? Yes. Okay, cookies aren't that bad. Java or JavaScript, Flash, other horrible plugin enabled to use the webmail service? No. That is what I said before. Like every plugin is a security risk, and Sigain don't like that shit, so they don't do that. How many mail accounts may I have? As many as you want. Do you ever delete accounts for inactivity? Yes, after a year. I know that. Where are the Sigain servers located? Our main Sigain servers are in a secret location, only speak the Tor protocol. Our ClearNet-facing servers are actually just proxies, and they contain no user data at all. If our ClearNet proxies are seized, we just replace them with absolutely no exposure, which is pretty fucking rad. Were you compromised during the FBI's Operation Anonymous? Not at all. Sigain survived the de-anonymization attacks. We run a tight ship and don't leak data like other services did. We have good OPSEC, and the operators of the Sigain service are anonymous just like its users are. What happens if a government agency seizes the Sigain.org domain name? First of all, none of our user data would be at risk, and you could still access the site from the Tor-facing Onion domain, which is pretty cool too. Second, we would just register another domain name and bring it up on new gateways, which is pretty fucking okay too. Why the name Sigain? Why Signad? Because it is a spoof on the word Sigint. Yeah, that's why it is Sigain. Can you use PGP with your service? Yes, but you must do all of your signing and encrypting locally on your own computer and paste the ciphertext into the Compose reply box. There are some browser plugins that may assist with this. Of course, plugins are fucked up. Do you support Start TLS? I don't know what that is. I like this service. What can I do to help? Yeah, upgrade to a Sigain Pro account. Also, don't forget to tell your friends about our service. I just did, so I did more than a lot of other people. Roundcube, like Tormail used to? Nope. Do you have direct peering with any other services? Yes. I lost my password. I create another account. That is cool. So if you lose your password, or if you like just instantly forget your credentials, there is no way of recovering the password. Thus, nobody being able to sift through your information and get the password back from those stupid security questions like what was your mother's maiden name, or what street did you grow up in. That is something people can get to know once they speak to you, which is pretty fucking stupid, to be perfectly honest. Possible to change my password? Yes, you can. After you're logged in, you can change your password to whatever you want it to be. Possible, I no longer need my account. You can delete your account yourself if you think you've been compromised and you just want to get rid of everything. And then you can sign up, and from the Weed and Whiskey Fund, you can even donate Bitcoin to the Sigain dudes, because they run off weed and whiskey. Great ideas come to us with weed and whiskey. Feel free to donate to us with Bitcoin by using the addresses at the bottom of this page. Perfectly fine. Or upgrade to a Sigain Pro account. Let them have weed and whiskey for this awesome service. So here's the idea I had for future episodes. I would like for you to send me emails to my SIGAINT username. In order for me to read those out loud in the videos, maybe with funny information, maybe with links to cool sites on the Onion, or some other random stuff. I might even take the risk and open up everything I get just to see what you guys want to share. So if you have some cool site or something, rest assured I will test those sites. I will not go into the risk of like being linked to some child porn site or something. So yeah, that is the only restriction I got. So I will check the links beforehand and then decide whether or not I show them. But if you have some cool stories to tell or just anything else in that matter, just send it to my SIGAINT account or like to my SIGAINT address, which is down in the description below. You can either use to stay completely hidden a deep web mail service like SIGAINT itself with your Onion address, or you send it from your private email. But I will, and I promise that I will censor the email addresses if you write from your ClearNet email, because I tested it, and let's say you want to write from your Google Mail account, you can do so and just write me an email, but I would suggest not doing that. So if you are around in the deep web and you just want to send me an email, just send it right on over. The address will be down in the description below, both of them, because why the heck not? I don't have anything to hide. Everybody can know my SIGAINT account name. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's cut this here and go to the next site. Okay, so the second site I wanted to show you is where you pretty much want to land from the hidden wiki to search for stuff. This will be one of your main sites to find other Onion links, which is Torch, a Tor search engine. It's a nice play on words with the torch and stuff. So it's basically the Tor browser Google. So if we search here for bakery, oh, wrong keyboard. So the bakery, is that working? Yes. So Burke Street Bakery, the ultimate baking companion, which is an Onion site. So here you can see that it lists Onion site on this particular search engine, and you can find stuff there. So if you want to and I will be using this most likely. If you want to find sites, then this is where you want to go. Of course, there's some advertising here, but nobody caring about that. So let's make a bookmark for that, so I don't always have to go to the hidden wiki, scroll down and stuff. That's pretty fucked up. So yeah, this is your search engine. This was the second site I wanted to show you guys. And I think about here will be a censored line, because I don't want you guys to see all those Onion links. You have to find them yourself. If it's something really cool, I might just uncensor it, like and show you guys, so you guys can go there too, and you will find it from the hidden wiki anyway. But I don't want to take the fun out of the adventure for you guys, so I will probably censor that. So let's go to the next site. So this is something I learned to love and I learned to hate. And the Intel Exchange is a message board similar to any forum that there is on the clear web. There is a general discussion, current events, links and resources, idea and plan factory, suppressed technology. Here we start with the tinfoil hat stuff. So you have to pretty much look out for that. So it can melt your brain, so you better put on your tinfoil hat to protect you against all those things. So suppressed technology is something Like, if somebody were to make the hydrogen engine, or the hydro engine, which runs on water, which would be very, very cheap, much cheaper than gas and stuff, then rumors are that there already was one, but on the way to patenting it, the creator was killed by the oil magnates. That is one of those conspiracy theories. So then, of course, we have the conspiracy, organized corruption, all the lies, and the actual truth, which is the site for creepypastas off the deep web itself. Always take it with a grain of salt, because people go in there and claim what I'm saying is true and you should believe that. Of course, they could be lying too. Valuta exchanging, of earning and spending money, which means how you spend money to reap more money and how to get money by doing certain stuff. Physical and mental health, self-explanatory, wheel work of nature, physics, chemistry, biology, and quantum mechanics, which is rather interesting. There's a lot of question thingies there. Science and mathematics, software, hardware, mechanics, Intel exchange on Snap BBS, topics of interest from the other exchange, and unverified users section. So as long as you're not verified, you can write here in certain areas. Like the general discussion, I think everybody can write there that is signed up, but you have to get verified in order to post in stuff like suppressed technology and the conspiracy. But of course, people go through that hassle in order to just troll around. So always take it with a grain of salt. We can see, we can look at something here. So let's go to suppressed technology. Get our tinfoil hats on while we wait for the site to load, and there it is. Freezing, pausing time. That instantly sounds amazing. It instantly sounds amazing from Booby169 or 169. And of course, it's a question which is 1 year and 1 week ago, but it sounds amazing. I've been very curious about technologies that would allow an individual to be able to freeze, pause time, while still allowing said individual to interact with the environment. For example, being able to walk around and use objects. Does this technology exist? Is it possible to obtain this technology? So what do we have here? The closest you could get is freezing the minds of those around you, but freezing time on a whole would basically be freezing every force that affects yourself and those around you, as well as the entire planet. This would be extremely difficult to imagine, certainly with current technology. Closest we're likely to get in our lifetimes is neural paralysis. I think Forefather is wrong. I've done this. Get good. Of course, there you have the trolls. You can freeze time, but if you become more faster than normal individuals, you can minimize your time. Invisible Griffin. You jokester, you. Dan Burrish talked about Project Looking Glass. The stuff is all over YouTube. In one of the videos, Dan Burrish, ARGGO, Time Travel and Disclosure, he talked about the global cabal utilizing a giant ring device to create a magnetic field large enough that the entire Earth could be paused or rewound in time, as well as the device's primary function, which is see future events. My tinfoil hat, it's not working. Credible authors and researchers like Michael Schratt, I never even heard about that guy, and Richard Dolan, Dirty Dolan Records, speak at length about Project Looking Glass and its location at Site 4 or S4, a military installation which is said to be south of the Groom Lake facility. Schratt and Dolan, I can't be serious when I read that name, Dolan, have interesting lectures on secret space program that are well researched and backed with valid source documentation. Not sure how I sure feel about Dan, a bit paranoid maybe, but then maybe I'd be paranoid were I him. Enjoy, said Eggman 4 weeks and 8 hours ago. Okay, so you already see what the Intel exchange is, right? It's fucking amazing. I love it. I just simply love it. I love to click through this, see some tinfoil hat stuff and all that kind. But yeah, if you want to experience it, Intel Exchange, accessible via the hidden wiki, perfectly fine. Have fun. I will be reading a lot of this in the upcoming episodes. I think I will have one segment where I search through this and search for the funniest shit. Not to bash on anybody posting here, so if they really, like, either if it's really true or if they really believe it, I will let them have it. I will not shit talk anybody just because I don't believe in something. But you gotta say, it's kind of funny, right? Some things can be kind of funny. So yeah, let's go to the next site. So here we are. I'm doing YouTube, you know. I'm working full time. I'm doing YouTube as a hobby. But I did it all wrong. Once I had a starter, a startup thing, like a little bit of money, a little loan of 1 million, like Trump did, then I should have gone to the deep web and go here to cheap euros. Okay, so let's read through this. Info: high quality 20 euro bills with watermark and hologram, premium paper made from cotton fiber. They pass the UV test and the pen test. They also work at vending machines. So here's where it gets interesting. Prices: 5 bills for 40 euros, 10 for 80, which is 200 for 80, 20 bills, which is 400 for 160, and 30 bills, even more, for 215 euros. You can maximize your money by just giving them money and getting fake money. How cool is that? Huh? Please don't go there and buy fake money. Because in 99.9% of the time, you will be scammed out of your money for buying fake money, which is pretty fucking annoying. Shipping, although, is free and to Europe only. Because why would you, like, get euros in America where you would have to go exchange them, which is a hassle. Payment is in BTC to the wallet, whatever. After you make the payment, you will have to send the shipping details to our email address. You can use this system for better security. Priv note. No thanks. For any more questions, please contact us in cheapeuro@sigained.org. There they are. Oh, what is this? Note: I don't send samples because I can't spend all day going to the post office for just one bill. But I want a sample. I want to see if it's good or not. Can you at least, like, come over here and show me your whole palette of stuff? Like, can I get it in a different shade of blue? Or can I get it slightly bigger? Because, like, my wallet always feels so empty. So if I get these fake bills and they are a little bit bigger and they, like, pop out at the top of my wallet, that would be boss. That would be boss, right? And they would still pass all the security measurements, right? Like, they're, like, genuine, legit. Like, it's you robbed the bank, only took the 20s, and then sold them on the deep web. Way easier than that. I can do that. I won't do that, though. Now look at those pictures. All I can say is that some dude, I'm very sorry, like, in the background looks like kind of edgy style. It's made in some basement or something. It looks like some dude just, like, went grocery shopping and decided, hey, I got this 20 euro note. Let's photograph that from both sides and then tell people to send me money to send them fake money, even though I don't even know how to make fake money. Please, I advise you, do not send money to someone claiming that his fake money is genuine, okay? Just wanted to show you guys that it can be so easy to make money, but it's not as easy as that. So yeah, I think we wasted enough time on this scam. Let's go to the next site. So this is one of my favorite sites on the deep web. When I first discovered it, I was awestruck. And it's called Beneath VT, exploring Virginia Tech's steam tunnels and beyond. And there are some dudes, and this is something where you can see that the deep web is not all about drugs and guns and crime and some torture sites like red rooms and stuff, but it's It's a place where people can actually share stuff without jeopardizing themselves. Like Beneath VT. These guys explore underneath Virginia Tech University in those steam tunnels, and it is actually forbidden to go down there. Like it's jail kind of forbidden, you know? If you do that and you get caught, the worst that can happen to you is you go to jail. And it describes a lot of stuff like trips. We have trip logs over here. We have a whole map. We have different tunnels that they describe. We have the buildings that they describe, and we have the dangers. And I will look at the map first. And then just leave you to that. Like, here, please enable JavaScript. Yeah, that is bad in itself, but you can get a map of the whole thing. Here you have like tunnels where you can choose like the Agnew, Cowgill, and there's actually pictures in this one. I haven't seen any pictures in any other directory, but if we open this up, it looks pretty scary. Like it's made with a potato cam, and it's really dark, and it looks like some kind of I want to be edgy picture. But that is actually a steam tunnel. That is what it is. And there's a lot of stuff going on here, which is creeping me the fuck out. So I'm gonna close it down again. It has been creeping me out like the entire time. Here's something where you can go up some stairs, and it just looks scary to me. What do we have here? That looks so scary though. I wouldn't even be able to walk down there because it's too dark for me. Too spooky for me. Like, there is a burst thingy where it broke, and that shit's dangerous. And via the dangerous side, you can already see like capture, heat exhaustion or stroke, burns, electrocution, asbestos, death, and more. More is just Virginia Tech's Department of Environmental Health and Safety Services has put together a nice guide on confined space safety. Yeah, I don't wanna read the corporate stuff. And you can also contact those dudes, but it's still unavailable. I haven't seen anything else. So what do we have in the links? Explore VT archived, tunnels, urban exploration, exploration underground, urban exploration action squad, college tunnel links and info, infiltration, which sounds, oh, this is actually clear web stuff. That is actually clear web stuff. Is there any other onion site here? No, actually not. Wow. Okay. So this is the only onion site. I think this is even mirrored onto the freaking clear web. What do we have here? Oh, this is an onion site. Find out more about these tunnels. What do we have here? Ooh. Oh my god. They have other universities where they actually have tunnel sites. Radford University steam tunnels, Rust, which is all clear web stuff. I don't want to go to the clear web, yo. I want to have onion sites. I want a deep web for a reason. But yeah, if you find this, you can go to some clear websites, which is pretty cool, and you can redo this, and it's pretty fucking interesting. Like the trip logs, it's fucking amazing. Trip 1. I had read about Virginia Tech steam tunnels online, made careful note of the grades and manholes that lead to the tunnels around campus. And these are like complete logs detailing what they saw and what they and whatnot. Like urban exploration at its finest, and I love that. So wait, snipe? vtexploration.com. Okay, so you can find it on the clear web too. Wow, cool. Dang. Okay, yeah, but let's go to the last site for today. So this is obviously a French site where you can buy weed. At least I think that's French. Please pardon my French. But yeah, let's see what we can buy here. It's called Chronic. That looks like a dirty hot dog. That just looks like a dirty hot dog. $600 for 100 grams. I mean, I don't know anything about like prices for weed, but that seems a bit tough. Jack Herer. Basically the same. Guess it. Oh, they only have like two different stuffs, Chronic and Jack Herer, and then you can buy cigarettes, Marlboros and Pall Malls. €25 per box, I think. So that's €2.50 per pack, which is not a bad price. It's much more expensive here, but yeah, here you can buy weed. Apropos, what's this? I can't read French. Should have my girlfriend here to like translate that, because she actually can. FAQ, it's French. I can't read that, and I don't want to like have some freaking Google Translate running with this. But yeah, these were the basics. The admin, you can't see this because my face is on it, but the admin is currently offline of this site. So yeah, these were the most basic sites on the deep web. Of course, that wasn't much of an exploration video for this episode, but hey, you always got the next episode. So I urge you to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of the dank web. We will be looking at a lot more sites in the future. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that some of you will actively send some emails to my SIGAINT address, which is down in the description below. There you can find it. And maybe if you have something cool to share, I will take like 5 to 10 minutes in each video to read through those emails if I get any. I will probably take a few minutes to browse through the Intel Exchange once again for some lolzy stories, and then explore some sites that we haven't seen or that are not accessible from the hidden wiki itself. And then we have a series out of this. So yeah, if you want to follow that, then click the subscribe button. If you liked it, you can press like. And I guess until next time, please remember, our heads are very dark places. Peace.